Heroin is an opiate drug, often coming as a white to off-white powder or caps that can be used to be injected. This drug... Hey, what does it do? Well, when you either inject or inhale heroin, the chemical binds to nerve receptors called opioid receptors that, when activated, brings pain relief and pleasure, as well as slowing down your breathing and heartbeat. This may be desirable in the short term, but if you're not careful, well, it's not going to be fun. Here's the thing. Taking any drug is a risk, and there isn't a safe amount of drugs. Heroin, along with other opiates, are highly addictive, and in the long term, can cause a range of issues such as intense sadness, constipation, damaged heart, lungs, liver and brain, vein damage, or an overdose, which can be fatal. Symptoms such as these are immediate reasons to call an ambulance. Naloxone can reverse the effects of heroin and other opiates in case of an overdose. As well as that, sharing needles can lead to greater risks of bloodborne illnesses such as hepatitis, HIV, and tetanus. And with mixing drugs, even the littlest bit of heroin, when combined, can equal to a higher quantity. However, these aren't the only issues. Wait, how? Relationships between friends and family suffer as people with heroin addiction pull away. This usually stems from keeping drug use as a secret, but could also happen because heroin becomes their main focus. This also makes it harder for people to get the help they need and can worsen other mental health issues. Heroin and opioids aren't cheap. Here in Australia, it was estimated that opioid use in 2015 to 2016 costed $15.76 billion by the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare, which in their report shows how this led to decreased productivity, household expenditure, and increased healthcare and law enforcement costs. Because of the cost, those with heroin addiction may struggle to look after themselves properly and are limited in job opportunities and the ability to stay employed. In Australia, 1.2% of Australians aged 14 or older have used heroin one or more times in their life, and first try heroin at around 18.5 years on average. So how do you stay safe? Well, here's some tips. Tell someone you trust what you've taken. When given drugs, question what exactly is in them. Never mix drugs. And don't take more drugs if you don't feel an effect. Take breaks from use. Let someone know if you start feeling unwell. And if possible, get your drugs tested. In all cases though, the best way to reduce the risk of drugs is not to take them at all.